The month of June has three significant astrological events: the summer solstice on June 21st, the full moon in Capricorn on June 29th, and Jupiter enters the fire sign of Leo on June 30th. Let's explore each of these events in more detail. The summer solstice happens on June 21st. This occurs when the sun enters 0 degrees of Cancer, the first water sign of the zodiac, and one of the 4 cardinal points of the year. In the northern hemisphere, it is the longest day and the shortest night of the year. The word solstice comes from the Latin sol, meaning sun, and sestire, meaning to stand still, as the sun's path appears to pause before reversing direction. Observing solstices and equinoxes is one of the world's oldest traditions, importantly marking the change of seasons. Bonfires and celebrations have long been used to honor this day. On the summer solstice, a semi-grand sextile forms between the Sun, Chiron, and the lunar nodes. This pattern includes 3 sextiles, 2 trines, and 1 opposition across water and earth signs. The Sun at 0 degrees Cancer marks a cardinal ingress, signaling a new beginning in emotional life. At this degree, it represents fresh potential and the start of a cycle centered on nurturing home, family, and inner security. Chiron at 0 degrees Taurus, the wounded warrior, which recently entered the earth sign of Taurus, emphasizes a collective healing process around self-worth, finances, and physical stability. The North Node at 1 degrees Pisces draws us towards surrender, intuition, and spiritual connection. It suggests that growth comes through compassion, trust, and flowing with life, rather than trying to control every outcome. The South Node at 1 degrees Virgo cautions against the shadow side of Virgo, perfectionism, overthinking, and the tendency to rely too heavily on logic to solve everything. In the 2026 summer solstice chart, this pattern creates a subtle but steady influence, linking emotional needs, healing, and spiritual growth. You cannot think your way forward through this solstice, South Node in Virgo. Instead, you must feel your way forward, Sun in Cancer. Heal your sense of unworthiness, Chiron in Taurus, and trust the unseen path, North Node in Pisces. On June 29th, the full moon in Capricorn at 8 degrees 15 minutes, traditionally known as the strawberry moon, is also a micro full moon. It creates an opposition between the Sun in Cancer, which focuses on home and inner security, and the moon in Capricorn, which focuses on career and public reputation. In a cardinal sign, this moon sparks a shift in the family-career axis. It often forces a rebalancing between professional ambitions and personal self-care, showing us where we are overworking or under-nurturing ourselves. Mercury turns retrograde at 26 degrees Cancer, a little over 6 hours before the full moon. This signals a pullback in communications. Plans made during the solstice may need immediate revision or deeper internal review. You will more significantly experience the full moon if any of your personal planets, Sun, Moon, Mercury, Venus, or Mars, are placed near 8 degrees in your natal chart. Those personal planets and points at 4 to 12 degrees of the cardinal signs Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn will be the most impacted. Almost 6 hours after the full moon in Capricorn, Jupiter enters the fire sign of Leo. Jupiter entering Leo on June 30th signals a shift towards creativity, leadership, and cultural expression. Unlike its previous focus on domestic matters in Cancer, this transit highlights visibility, fame, and influential personalities. With the 250th anniversary of the United States happening just days later, our nation's celebration should be fun, exciting, and filled with great entertainment. Jupiter in Leo's influence boosts arts, entertainment, and youth initiatives. Anticipate major creative projects, growth in personal branding, and increased investment in children's education and welfare. Expect prominent, charismatic leaders and more attention to national sovereignty. The risks include inflated egos and autocratic tendencies, alongside a societal push for authentic leadership. Jupiter in Leo often brings heightened risk-taking and bold moves in financial markets, leading to strong confidence, but also potential overreach. As Jupiter approaches 4 degrees Leo in July and makes positive aspects with Mars, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto, the collective energies should be very positive and promising for the future, especially in the areas of new technology. Thank you for watching. If you would like to be notified of future videos, please subscribe and click the notify bell icon so you'll know when new videos come out. If you enjoyed the video, please click on the thumbs up icon.